G'day ladies and gentlemen, it's Craig Cobb here from TraderCobb.com with a very satisfying announcement to finally make. Yes, TraderCobb has teamed up with Bitget as our premier trading platform for trading futures. Now, it's taken a very, very long time for us to come up with who we're going to work for. We needed a number of items here: trust, liquidity, user access, and a platform that works the way that we like to see it work. And Bitget ticks all of those boxes. They're also very open to working with us if we need any improvements. So it is with absolute pride and an awful lot of work that I can say to you that we will be moving with Bitget and scanning with Bitget going forward. And I wanted to show you a couple of things about this platform to help solidify some of the issues or questions you might have. And we will be bringing you a series on how to raise orders, interviews with the managing directors, this type of stuff to help bring that trust back into your cryptocurrency trading. So first things first, the platform, I'm not going to go into major details on the orders here because we've got a whole video on that to come. But a couple of things to point out. First and foremost, the futures information. You'll see a list here, the index source. So this is the index, the Bitcoin is the index. It is a listing of Binance, OKX, and Huobi prices, meaning we're not going to get as wild as spikes as what we might do on one singular exchange. The volume here as well is incredible. And when I asked them if this is volume from Binance, OKX, and Huobi, no, it's their own volume, which means it's you and me. There are not as many institutional players on this platform, and that leads to less spikes and massive whale moves, which I also like. A couple of other things to note here is that we've got leverage or margin of considerable means, which means that we can have less counterparty risk to the platform with less money on the platform for us to be trading and risk managing trades. Now, what you'll notice, this is a 5-minute chart. Have a look. I'll go even lower to the 3-minute. Now, Bitcoin, we know, has good liquidity all the time. When we've been scanning through other charts, we've been finding that they're a little bit thin and a little bit patchy. So they might have 130 pairs for us to trade, but realistically, we're probably only able to trade maybe 80 or 60. Difference is over here. Have a look as I scroll through some of these on a 3-minute time frame. You're seeing liquidity present all the way through. It's not full of gaps. It's not a big mess. And it's very, very, very workable. Now, I'm just picking these at absolute random. And this is not a time frame that I would look to trade. In fact, it's just purely to show you guys that there is plenty of liquidity. On some pairs, we've seen Uniswap with very little, not the case with Bitget. So the futures volume is there. We're going to do a whole series on exactly how to use the platform, but it's got liquidity. It's got the order system that we're going to be able to use quite well. It's got access to additional margin, which we like when it's managed correctly. And it's a nice combination of Binance, OKX, and Huobi for our volume. But I know there's been a lot of talk lately about exchanges, their solvency, and their reserves. So we dug into that as well. We know of late there's been a lot of conversation around reserves and something that's come up called the Merkle tree. And I want to show you a couple of things how Bitget is helping us to have that transparency into what they do so that we can rest easy. The first thing is proof of reserves. Now, you can go into here and have a deep dive into their Merkle tree, how it works, and they'll walk you all through that. Very, very straightforward to do. Now, I want you to go through and do your information, do your due diligence, and make sure that you are as confident as I am when using the Bitget platform responsibly. So you can see down here, the Bitcoin reserve ratio, Bitget wallet reserves, 8,730 Bitcoin. Bitget user assets, 1,204. They've got 725% protection there. Well, not protection, but reserves above what is being held. With US dollar tether, you can see the same numbers down here. We've got 202%, and with Ethereum, they are holding on exchange their own more than what the users are at this moment in time. Now, you can come through here and read about what proof of reserves are and what their transparency is and why they're doing this and how you can find out more information. One of the things with 100% reserves available is that it means that you should be able to take your money in and out of the platform whenever you desire. And of course, you can check that out with the Merkle tree. This is not just hot air. It is backed up buy that tree. You can see the reserves through here. You can check out as much detail as you would like to, and you can see all the different wallet addresses down here, as well as a bit of a breakdown on what the Merkle tree actually is, so that you can navigate that correctly. But of course, as we always know, when we are trading, we only keep a small amount of assets on the platform to make sure that we can maximize that margin that is available on the Bitget platform, which means less counterparty risk for us. So I'm happy. Second to that, we've also got a Bitget protection fund set up. So essentially, they've got between $200 and $300 million. The reserve of insurance is $300 million here, and that's a combination of Bitcoin and USDT. Now, again, you can go through the highlights here and see just what this protection fund is essentially for, who benefits from this fund, what's protected in the fund, and how you can make a claim should the unlikely event eventuate where you might need to. Again, please do your research here. Dig through all of this. We have, but it's up to you to feel confident to use this platform. We are confident of it, but you make your own decisions. And finally, one more thing to say about Bitget is their spot trading is absolutely free. That's right, no fees in spot markets. This is predominantly a futures trading platform, which is why this is a platform that we like. As traders, we want to be able to go long and short with leverage and maintain protected stop losses and the correct order systems that we require to be taking our profits and to be getting ourselves in and out of trades. Bitget fit that model as well. We put an awful lot of effort into looking through many different platforms. We've had many meetings, and it is Bitget where we have fallen onto. We think this platform is fantastic and is going to do myself and the users very, very well. One of the other additional benefits to this platform is that we can actually go down here and look at analytics. Now, what this shows is the price correlation to Bitcoin. And whilst that might not tickle everyone's fancy, certainly it doesn't make too much of an effect on my trading. It's a feature that might help you out there with managing and balancing your portfolio. Bitget has 8 million users globally, and that's where they get their volume from for us to be able to trade very, very well on this platform. They have an average daily volume of $10 billion per day, which means that we've got less likelihood of slippage, again, minimizing our risk. In fact, one of the main elements when looking for an exchange to work with was trust. We wanted to make sure that we felt safe in their reserves and the way they conduct their business. And while we can't see into everything, they are certainly being more transparent than nearly every other exchange out there from my understanding. The second we needed to have was good liquidity. And as I've shown you, there is plenty of liquidity here on the Bitget platform. And I'm looking at the 3-minute time frame. So if we're not getting gaps on 3 minutes, we're good to go. The fourth was making sure that we had orders that allowed us to place the orders as we like to do so. Set things up the way that we like to trade, with stop losses, take profits, and of course, entry orders. It has all of this. The fifth is good margin trading opportunities. With more margin, it means our counterparty risk is diminished significantly. Add to that the really good volume and the lack of gaps and spikes. It means that our stop losses are more likely to be filled at the prices that we present and put forth, again, managing our risk. So across everything that we've been able to dig into with Bitget, all the analysis that we've done, not just on this exchange, but others, I'm very proud to announce that we are partnering with Bitget, and your benefits will be found in the description below for opening up an account. We hope you use the platform and enjoy this series on counterparty risk, as well as risk management, as well as how to raise orders on this platform is concerned. The series will be with you in our YouTube links. We will be setting up all of our scanning lists with the Bitget futures charts and making sure that everybody is finding opportunities on this platform, because quite simply put, it is the best that we've come across, and we're more than happy to partner with them. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the Bitget platform and all of our content moving forward. We will help you how to use this platform. We will answer your questions in the Discord community, and we will enjoy banking profits with you guys ahead. Bye for now.